Hi, I'm Sheila Maria. I am a psychic medium, and welcome to How to Tell Where Your Soul is From in the Cosmos. So, one of the things that I am able to do is to see within the aura where somebody has first incarnated and where they have spent a lot of their lives, as it were, elsewhere other than Earth. And I work with many, many healers that have got very, very unearthly origins. And I know very often there are spiritual gifts coming forward that are very wide ranging in their uniqueness. And very often people feel strongly that they are not from Earth and that they want to understand more about why they're here. And very often, finding out where you're from can give you many clues about why you're here. So, obviously, the universe is a very, very big place. And the person that is best able to tell you where you are from is yourself. And that is why it cannot be emphasized enough, the importance of trusting your own intuition in regards to anything within your life, but especially where you're from. But first of all, we're going to cover where you originally came from. So obviously we all come from source. When we first incarnate, we go to one of the 7 major archangelic realms. Most souls only go to one realm. Some souls train in 2, and you can think of this as going to college or university. So there are 7 of those. You've got Chamuel, Zadkiel, Zophkiel, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. And it is my understanding that any soul that has ever incarnated on Earth, as well as elsewhere, will have trained in one of those realms. And what that does is it gives you your specialities as a soul. And then you join what's known as an oversoul. And your oversoul is usually located in one etheric realm. And we will say that these are etheric realms, these are not planets. So your oversoul will then move from one etheric realm to another etheric realm in order for the oversoul to gain its qualities that each member of the oversoul then has, in addition to what you have learnt in your training at your spiritual college. So the etheric realms are usually ascended realms of Arcturia, Lyria, Andromeda, and Mintaka. Okay, those are usually the etheric realms rather than physical planets. And it's a little bit like if you think of Earth as a physical planet, and then you think of the spirit world connected to Earth as being an etheric realm, but it's not Earth. So it's a little bit like that. So after that, you incarnate as part of a small soul group known as your soul family, into a physical form. Now, that physical form may not be physical as far as 3rd dimensional. It could be a 9th dimensional physical form. It could be a 5th dimensional physical form. It could be a 7th dimensional physical form. But it's relative to the physicality as you would know it as a species. So the way that you can tell where you have incarnated from predominantly is to do with certain traits within your personality now. So I'm just going to give you some generalisms as some guidance. If you are very, very, very connected to healing, it's very common that you have had many lives in Pleiades. And Pleiades is a massive, massive area of the universe. If you are very, very protective, if you have strong warrior-like tendencies, it's very likely that you may have had lives within the Orion belt. If you are very, very focused on problem solving and observation and analysis, it's very probable that you have had lives in Sirius. You've got Sirius A, B, and C. If you are very, very connected to alchemy and very connected to etheric technology, it's very, very likely you had lives in Lyria or Vega, which is an offshoot of Lyria. So there are these generalities that will show up within your personality, I guess you would call it, that are indicative of where you have been before here. But I should mention you've been in hundreds and thousands of places. So when we talk about where you've been in the cosmos, we would also like to turn your attention to why you're here now, because you only come to Earth if you've got something to learn and something to share. Places on Earth are in high demand. So for this, what you need to do is not be looking at what you're here to give others, because that's the mistake a lot of healers make. Why am I here? Am I here to save people? Am I here to lead people? Am I here to heal people? Right? They define their life purpose as what they're here to help others with. No. That is secondary as to why you got the body you're in. You got the body you're in for the advancement of your energetic evolution. So the reason I'm here, my sole purpose is not to be a medium and a psychic. My sole purpose is not to be a shaman and an alchemist. My sole purpose is to experience my emotions and also the effect that those emotions have upon my loved ones. Okay, that's one of the main reasons that I am here. And being a mother and being a wife is a major part of what I wanted this time round. So the reason that you are here for you has a lot to do with where you were before. So I can tell you that where I was before was without children and a spouse. There was no stability at all. I was a fairy the last time round, and fairies don't have children and fairies don't have spouses. So very much what you're here to have this time, or what you have now and how you're experiencing that now and how your life has been, is very, very often indicative of what you didn't have before and what you wanted to have this time. Okay, so what is it that you take for granted in your life? What is it that has always been very easy for you? It's always been very, very easy for me to connect to galactic energies. It's always been very, very easy for me to hear the unseen. That's because that is what I was. That is where I was from. It's much harder for someone like me to have a productive physical life. That is why I'm here. So looking at what is easy for you and what has been a blessing for you will very often tell you that you had the opposite of that elsewhere in the cosmos before. If you would like to find out more about your soul type, there are 11 different soul types. We have working souls, baby souls, healer souls, light worker souls, leader souls, racing souls, parenting souls, many different soul types. We even have an extraterrestrial soul. If you want to find out about your parallel lives, if you want to find out about your starseed roots, reach out to me. You can find out all about my services over at www./Sheila Maria work with me. For now, I'm wishing you a magical cosmic week. Lots of love. Goodbye for now.